Yes, Mr. Louis.
The court pleases, my lord. Mr. Dupree, for the unit in the vehicle to communicate with that minimum of 4 satellites as you've testified, so I'm going to see the interpreters, I think he's just outside. Now, Mr. Dupree, for a unit fitted in a vehicle to communicate with a minimum of 4 satellites, as you've mentioned, that are orbiting the sky, does that depend on the position of the vehicle? In other words, whether the position is stationary or moving?
My lord, the status of the vehicle, whether it's moving or being stationary, does not impact on the receiver's ability to receive data from this GPS satellites.
Ukuthi ke imoto iyahamba lokho ke akunamthelela ke ekuthini ke lona ke othola ke information noma ke i-data ukuthi ke angayitholi ke leyo mininingwane mayelana nemoto.
So in other words, the GPS unlock doesn't depend on whether the vehicle is stationary or in motion?
No, my lord, it doesn't depend on whether the vehicle is stationary or not, as long as the device in the vehicle is in its on position, then it will allow for that, or not on position, let me rephrase, rather the device must be on to receive data, not the vehicle, the device.
Lana ke ukuthi ke imoto imile nokuthi ke imoto ke noma ke u-GPS unlock lona ke akana na ukuthi ke imoto imile noma ke ayihamba ukuthi nje imoto yona ke uma nje na ke i-on.
If I can ask you to turn to page 6 of your bundle, exhibit MM2A.
19.
On the 19th of June. The cross-reference for exhibit MM2, the A3, will be pages 34 to 36.
Got it, my lord.
Yes, thank you. On page 6 of exhibit your bundle, MM2A, at 05:02 and 10 seconds, what is the position of the vehicle?
My lord, the vehicle is near Benviljoen Street in Pretoria North.
Lana ke kule ndawo engibuzwa ngayo ngazo ke i-19 days ke zika June 2020 isikhathi ke imizuzu emibili eshayile u5 ekseni imoto ke iyaphuma ngisho kafakazi ke eBen noma eseduze kwase Benviljoen Street ePretoria North.
The coordinates, if plots it at the Pretoria North Police Station, just outside.
Lana ke ichaza ngokuthi ke ePretoria North Police Station ngaphandle.
Right, the vehicle then left the police station. If one looks at page 10 of your bundle, Exhibit MM2A, did you find the position?
I've got it, my lord.
Yes. Now, between the 2 points, from page 6, when the vehicle left the police station, until at about 6:20 and 50 seconds on page 10. Is there any indication that the vehicle deviated along that route between the 2 points? In other words, is there any indication that it left its route?
My lord, given the route or the vehicle traveling, there's no evidence that this vehicle did anything out of the ordinary except travel on the road towards its destination, where it arrived at 6:20.
Lana ke uma uhlanganisa le inkathi ke lana ngale langa lange 19 ka June 2020 isikhathi ke 5:02 la ethi khona ke ise Benfalion bese siya lana ke kubhalwe khona ke u6:20 ngathi iyofika ke la iya khona ke ngo 6:20 ama seconds awu 50 ngalelo langa lelo. Uthi ke abukho ubufakazi obukhona obutshengisayo noma obushoyo ke ukuthi le moto lena ke yaphambana noma yaphuma ke emzileni noma emgwaqweni kula eyayiya khona.
Okay. If I can ask you to turn to still on your exhibit bundle MM2A on the 18th of June. That will be pages 13 to 18. On page 13 of your bundle, MM2A, at 1853 on page 13.
I've got it, my lord.
On exhibit MM2 will be page 31. What is the position of the vehicle at 18:53:54 as appears on page 13 of
The
your
location
bundle?
reference, my lord, is near Murray Street, Verwoerd Park in Alberton.
Ngokwalana ke umbiko lona ke lo ozenayo ufakazi hayi lo umkhulu ke la inkantolo ukuthi imoto ke ngalesi sikhathi ngazo i18 zika June 2020 isikhathi u1853 ama seconds awu 54 imoto iseduze nase Murray Street eForwood Park eAlberton.
Are you in the position to plot the exact position
My lord,
of the vehicle?
that position plotted reference it to a engine garage in the vicinity.
Uma ngachaza eyona ndawo ke la eyaba eyayikhona ke noma eyichaza ukuthi yayikhona kwakuyi garage yakwa engine khona lapho kuleyo ndawo.
And at what point does the vehicle start moving?
My lord, that vehicle was stationary at that particular point for the remainder of the 18th up to 23:27 when the ignition was switched off.
Imoto leyo ke yayilapho ke nje ungathi nje lelala ngake lange 18 kwaze kwayoshaya ke u23:27 kusho ukuthi ke ebusuku ke kwaze kwayisikhathi la khona ke ignition iqishwa noma imoto yona ke iqishwa khona.
Only the next morning of the 19th, early morning, at around 23 minutes past 12, did the vehicle leave that point.
Isikhathi ke ngelanga ke manje elandelayo ke u0023 isikhathi ke imoto isuka ke manje khona lapho kuleyo ndawo.
That we see on page 1 of your exhibit bundle, MM2A, on the 19th.
That is correct, my lord.
Etholakala ke lo mniningwane leyo ke ku page 1 kule yami ke ibundle.
Can you also place those seconds on record?
My lord, the vehicle was the first time recorded speed at 23 minutes past 12 that night. It left that location of Murray Street in Verwoerdpark, Alberton.
Isikhathi ke u0023 uma imoto ke isuka ke manje lapha yana ngazo i19 ka June 2020 isuka lapha yana ke eVerwoerdpark eAlberton.
Is it correct that it's 23 minutes past 12 and 20 seconds?
That is correct, my lord.
U20 mizuzu u23 eshayileke u12 nama seconds u20.
And what is the total number of hours that the vehicle spent at that engine garage?
My lord, the vehicle was there from just about 7 minutes to 7 till the 7 minutes to 7 on the 18th up to 23 minutes past 12 the next morning. So that would make it 5 hours and a number of minutes that the vehicle was in that area.
Imoto yema ke khona lapha yana ngemizuzu ke o7 ngaphambi kokuthi kushayeke u7 ngazo i18 ka June 2020 yase ke ehamba ke uma isikhathi sithi 23 emva ko12 ke ukusho ukuthi ke amahora awu5 nemizuzu ke isikhathi yayisimile imoto lapha.
And on the last page of exhibit MM2, the A3 version, on the 24th of June.
Sorry, it's MM2.
MM2, the last page, Monot.
Which is page what?
Page 43.
33.
43.
Sorry, 43, yeah, fine.
43, on the 24th of June. And just for record purposes, Mr. Dupree, just place the registration number of this vehicle and the BTL number.
The registration number of this vehicle is Foxtrot Victor 47 Lima Romeo Golf Papa.
In number ke ya le moto ke FV 47 LRGP.
Yes. And the Bobby number would be Bravo Tango Lima 719 Bravo.
Bese kuthi ke I Bobby number bese kuba BTL 719B.
And what is the position of the vehicle then on the 24th of June 2020?
My lord, on the 24th of June, this vehicle was at the Benoni garage near Great North Road, or Great Road North in Northmead, Benoni, for the entire day.
Le moto ke ngazo i24 zika Hlangulana ke kuona unyaka ka2020 ilanga lonke njena ke langa i24 yayise garage ke yase Binoni duze ne Great Road North and North Mid.
And on the 23rd, 24th and 25th?
My Lord, on these days identified from the 22nd up to the 25th, this vehicle was stationary for the entire day, every time at this location being near Great Road North Mead, Benoni.
Ukusuka ngazo ke i22 kuJune 2020 kwaze kwayoshaya ke i25 kuyena uJune 2020 le moto ke yayimile khona lapho kule ndawo engikhuluma ngayo kule garage yase Binoni eduze ne Great Road North and North Mid eBinoni.
And are you able, using the coordinates, to determine the exact location?
My Lord, if I use those coordinates, it takes me to the exact location, being the Benoni garage, where our installers frequently work, so we're well acquainted with that garage.
Uma ke ngisebenzisa ke lama coordinates abhaliwe ke lana ke lokho kungithatha ke kuyongifiqisa ke kwi garage yethu eseBinoni lapho kama installer ethu ke asebenza khona ke indawo ke leya engiyaziyo.
Do you know if there's any repair work done at the garage?
My Lord, that is a SAP's garage where various work is being done on vehicles for repairs and receiving new vehicles, and also working on vehicles that's been in service.
Leyana ke igarage ke amaphoyisa elapha yana eBinoni la besebenza khona ke ngeimoto bamukela ke imoto futhi nje umsebenzi kufanele wenziwe weimoto khona.
If you say repairs, are you referring to what type of repairs?
That would be any type of repairs, mechanical repairs, anything related to a SAP's vehicle can be done there.
Yonke into ke emayelana ke nemoto yamaphoyisa yenziwa khona lapho.
And just finally, on page 44 of Exhibit MM2, will be the other part of Exhibit MM2. That is now on the early hours of the 20th of June 2020. Find it, the loose page 44. Yeah, okay. We see that from, just for record purposes, where's the vehicle at that particular time?
My Lord, at the time of the startup at 2 minutes past 12:39 seconds, the vehicle was at Bukeng SAPS. If the good coordinates are plotted.
Ngokwale lana ke ngazo i20 zika June 2020 isikhathi ke mibili ke imizuzu eshayile u12 imoto ke iyadunyiswa ke noma iyastarta ke umaphoyisa asePhukeng.
And we see that the vehicle goes into GPS unlock position from what time until what time?
My Lord, the vehicle was in a GPS unlock status from 7 minutes and 40 seconds past 12 up to 7 minutes and 55 seconds past 3 on the 20th.
Siyabona ke lana sorry imoto ibhaliwe ke ukuthi ke yayile mode ke ku-GPS unlock ukusuka ke ngemizuzu ewu7 eshayile ke u12 nama seconds awu40 kwaze kwayoshaya ke imizuzu ewu7 eshayile u3 indatha kuso nama seconds awu55.
But when a vehicle is in a GPS unlock status, what is the position regarding the recording of data?
Whilst a vehicle is in a GPS unlock status, the last valid recorded position would be recorded or reflected as the position until such time that a new valid position can be recorded.
Uma ke imoto ikulesa status noma lesa simo ke sika GPS unlocked izochaza ke indawo ke yokugcina ke la imoto ibikhona ke noma ke ebe record ikhona kuze kube isikhathi lapho na ke imoto ifika kwenye ke indawo noma ke position entsha.
Is there any data recorded during that period?
The status of the vehicle, meaning whether the ignition is on or off, is being recorded, but no speed and position would be recorded during such time.
Ngaleso sikhathi ke imoto yona ke engeke nje ikubhaleke noma ke ichazeke indawo ke kanye nespeed ke sayo.
Thank you, Malata. Those are the only aspects that the state wanted this witness to cover.
Okay, thanks. Yes, Mr. Mzulu.
God, please.
Say, when you is it one of your duties to install or to fit the AVL or the device in the motor vehicle?
Me as a person, no. I do oversee. I have a team of people performing such duties, but me as individual, no, I do not install.
Mina ke angiwafaki ke noma ama system ena AVL kodwa ke ngiyabheka ke ngiyabuka ke nginabantu ke abangenzelayo lo.
All right. After the fitting of the same device, do you issue a certificate? Or do they issue a certificate?
After the fitment of each device, a installation certificate is compiled, and such certificate is then recorded against that specific certificate's number, and that is eventually, after the installation, it is handed to the SAPS.
Uma sefakiwe ke i-system leyo ke kune certificate ke esikhishwayo kube ne-number ke ekhishwa leso certificate leso. Uma ke sefakiwe ke bese yanikezwa ke certificate inikezwa khona ke amaphoyisa.
Perhaps do you have the number for that certificate?
No, I don't have that number, my lord.
Amnayo ke leyo number.
Any copy for that certificate?
My lord, a copy would be obtainable, but I don't have a copy with me.
Amnayo la mina ke copy kodwa copy ngatholakala.
When were you told to come and testify or to give evidence in relation to MM2?
Yesterday, my lord.
Ngitshelwe noma ngicela izolo ke ukuthi angize ngizonikeza ngobufakazi.
What time was it? What time were you informed at that?
My lord, it would have been during the morning. I did not record the exact time, but somewhere yesterday morning I was informed.
Ekuyizolo ekseni ke isikhathi ngisibhala ngaphansi ukuthi ngicelwe nini noma ngitshelwe nini ukuthi angize ngikade nginikezwa ngokuthi ubufakazi.
All right. The position, your position at C-Track company, what's your position there?
I'm the Chief Operations Officer, my lord.
Ngishilo ke ukuthi mina ke obhekene ke nemisebenzi ke kwelanga nelanga lokubizwa ukuthi Chief Operations Officer.
Who are you reporting under?
I'm reporting to the Chief Executive Officer.
Mina ke umuntu engaphansi kwakhe ke lo bizwa ngokuthi CEO.
What is his name?
Mr. Heinjord.
Mr.
Heinjord.
Umnumzana Heinjord.
Does he know that we are here?
He does know indeed, my lord.
Ngempela uyazi ukuthi ngila.
When you were informed about this when you were informed to come and testify, and that was the time when you began to prepare yourself for this.
That is correct, my lord.
Kathi ngitshelwa ukuthi kuzofanele ukuthi ngize ngizokuthula ubufakazi yileso sikhathi ke engiye ngayilungiselela khona.
Do you still need necessary time to uplift that certificate in order to confirm that the said motor vehicle you are talking about was fitted with the GPS?
My Lord, the fitment and the installation certificate is recorded within the SAP's environment against what they call it, the SAP's vehicle register. So for that reason, I did not foresee the need for any form of proof that the vehicle was fitted other than the recordings of the movement report as we have it in front of us.
I-certificate lesi sikhuluma ngaso ke certificate esikhishwa ke ngaphakathi ke emaphoyiseni mina ke angibonanga ke isidingo ke sokuthi ngibe naso ke noma ngisilethe certificate leso noma ngibe naso kumina ke ngoba ke ikhona ke nabakhona ke lo mbiko lo engisebenza noma enginikeza ubufakazi ngawo.
But any records at your disposal?
Just say again?
Any records that you have before it is kept on the database of the SAPS, is there any piece or any file that you keep in your archives reflecting the information relating to that motor vehicle?
My Lord, the information that we are talking on here all belongs to SAPS. So we as C-Track don't keep record of that because it is an entire enclosed system for the SAPS fleet.
Lana ke lo mbiko sikhuluma ngawo ke report esikhuluma ngayo ke yabasabs sina ke siwu-C-Track asinayo ke la esigcina khona ke noma esinayo khona konke lo sikhuluma ngako la phakathi emaphoyiseni.
My Lord, may I have just a second to peruse the MM2? Maybe I might have one question before I sit down. Okay, the last question is, if a motor vehicle is driving, maybe for a period of 10 minutes, will it show that it was driving at a certain speed, at a certain order?
My Lord, the device in the vehicle is alive all the time and measures the speed at second intervals, but given the amount of data, the vehicle will only report that position and speed at a defined interval as set out by the SAPS. In this case, the vehicle will report either every 5 minutes or when there is a change in heading, meaning the vehicle makes a turn to the left, to the right, or it changes its direction.
Indaba ke speed noma esivinini ke lokho izokusho ke noma asithi mhlambe sisebenzise lana ke ukuthi mhlambe ngesikhathi ke esiyimizuzu emihlanu noma ukuthi mhlambe iyashintsha ke manje isizojika ke ayisahambi ke ngale mgwaqo bihamba ngayo kunenkathi ke la khona ke ispeed esizoveza noma esikhonjiswe khona.
And during such reporting, it would then report the speed of the vehicle as well.
Uma yenza ke leyo mbiko ke izobika ke kanye nesivinini ke noma ispeed semoto.
All right. Let me just draw your attention on June 18, 2020. I'm not sure what page is that.
I'll get it. If you just give me the time as well, then I'll...
The time is 8:24. (8:24). Do you see that? Or is it check? 8:24.
Page 26. Yeah, page 26, page 24.
This page.
Yeah, I've got it there. On the 18th, 8:24, 55 seconds, Mano.
It's 8:24. It says driving.
That is correct.
Driving, the kilometer is 0 and the order is 0.
Yeah, that means the vehicle is stationary because there's no speed.
Lana ke nge-18th ka June 2020 isikhathi u-8:24 ithi imoto iyahamba kodwa ke ispeed ithi 0 ne-order nayo ithi 0 kuthi ke mayiphendula ke kusho ukuthi imoto yayimileke.
If it says 8:29 XL idle, it is still stationary.
It's still stationary. The vehicle would report excess idle. It would first status after it started. It would report a driving status, And if the vehicle remains at the same location without moving, the excess idle status would then be recorded after the driving status.
Nanjengoba lana ke ku 829 ithi ke excess idle kusho ukuthi ayiduma ke kodwa kuno 00 kusho ukuthi ayimile ngoba izoqala izothuma iqala ke isho ukuthi ke iya driver ke kodwa uma sekuyisikhathi ke futhi ke iseme kuleyo ndawo leyo ke ila esizoveza khona ukuthi iyaduma loya excess idle.
Is it still the same position with 834?
My Lord, if we look at the GPS coordinates, it is very much still the same location where the vehicle is.
Uma sibheka ekugcineni ke lapha yana ke ila esichazela khona ukuthi imoto ikuphi ke nendawo usabona ke ukuthi ke kuseyindawo eyodwa.
Thank you, my Lord. No further questions.
Thanks. Yes, Mr. Nisa.
Sorry, just one question. So can you, if you know, can you clarify what is mapping is?
What?
Mapping in relation to service.
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
No, let me just withdraw the question.
Thank you, sir. Now I realize that your AVL records, or the records that were submitted to court, this AVL record and the bundle that you probably yourself prepared always refer to these places as near Waverley Road, Highland, North Johannesburg, near Braxwell Road, Cresford, Johannesburg. What does this near in the context of this AVL mean?
My Lord, it just so happens that that was a confusion that was created, and the letter of the word becoming a point of contest in court. Because a vehicle, we would say the vehicle is at, let's say, Madiba Street, or in Madiba Street. But if I'm on the pavement of Madiba Street, the argument is, am I still in Madiba Street or am I in near Madiba Street? So the term was changed to near to rule out any, I don't want to call it silly points of argument, but points of argument to say it is in the street, it is next to the street, so the term near to the street, my Lord, was decided on.
Uma ke sekusetshenziswa lelo gama ke elithi eduze into ke nje lena ke noma idida ke eyavela njena ke enkantolo ke noma ke uma sekukwethulwa noma kunezethulo ezikhona enkantolo kuthiwa noma ke asebenzisa isibonelo sala ngaphambi kwenkantolo eMadiba ukuthi uma ukwi-pavement usesemadiba yini noma useduze kwayo kwase kumunywa ke ukuthi akusetshenziswe lelo gama ke elithi eduze.
In the end, the coordinate is a specific point, and that would be the exact location, my Lord.
Bese kuthi ke yona ke lena ke echazelayo noma ebizwa ngokuthi i-coordinate yona ke ikhuluma ngendawo ethize yona ke leyo ndawo eshiwoyo.
So what you're saying is, on the reading of this AVL record, one cannot specifically say that at this point in time, this vehicle was at this specific place. It's just a speculative hypothesis that it could have been near this area.
No.
It's the opposite.
My Lord, the vehicle, the point of reference being near is for us to understand it was near the street to give us a grasp of where the vehicle was. But if somebody is looking for the exact point, we use the coordinate.
The coordinate is scientifically infallible.
Yeah.
Must be.
masisebenzisa ke leyo gama elithi eduze alisho ukuthi nje uqagele ukuthi imoto ikuphi, iyachazela ukuthi imoto ikuphi ke nendawo, kodwa uma ukuthi ufuna eyona ke indawo ayiloko kubizwa ngokuthi ama coordinate ke kubhaliwe ke lapha yana egcineni ke yila echazela khona ukuthi imoto ikuphi nendawo.
You know the reason why I'm asking you this, sir, it is on record, and it doesn't come from me, it is on record, that at a particular point in time, in the course of the investigation of this case, there was a movement of this specific motor vehicle along a certain road, it's Alberton. But at one point in time, the said motor vehicle deviated to a dumping place where certain incidents took place there. I don't think that will be relevant for your purposes. Now, that's the reason why I am saying, is this system, this AVL system, is it able to specifically say that at this point in time, this motor vehicle was at this place? Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fully follow.
Thank you.
My Lord, in response to that, I would say the coordinates, if the unit is...
Sorry, you know what? Please, just explain what the coordinates are.
Yeah.
Then we'll be all on the same park, ballpark.
My Lord, coordinates is a longitude and latitude that the tracking device receiver received from these satellites, and in that it is plotted on a geographical map to say this vehicle, these coordinates, let's use just any latitude 281900 and longitude 281900 and latitude -25.7866. If we take those coordinates and we plot them on a map, we will be on a defined point on a map, on a road, in your example, on a dumping site, if it is. So my response would be, if there is such a reference of time and place, if the time and place is on these records, then we would be able to show it.
Kuloko khulumayo ke ukuthi le moto ke yahamba ke yaya ke kulahla khona ke izibike uma ukuthi nganginikeza isikhathi ke nginikezeke i-date noma ukuthi uma kukhona ke lana kuloko sizohamba ke siyokubona ke lokho, ngoba uma uthatha ke lokho okubhaliwe ke lana okubizwa ngokuthi ama coordinates okuchazela ke indawo isibonelo kulo 281900 -2578666, uma ukuthatha ke lokho usukubeka ke ukufaka ke kwi map uzosho ke ukuthi yikuphi nendawo.
Thank you. My Lord, may I just request a very 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds of indulgence, my Lord. So something that I need to take up with my colleagues.
Madiba is resurrected.
Excuse me, my Lord.
I say you can go on until Madiba is resurrected.
Thank you.
But before he comes to that, I mean, the extension of logic of what you're saying, if you have access, I mean, if you have reference to this AVL system, like for instance, the history of the movement of the car, the starting, the stopping, etc., it's mapped out on this page, right?
Correct, model.
Let's assume this page is the 28th of June, 2020. Is it possible for you, using the very information here, from, let's say, a specific time, like, let's say 4 o'clock in the afternoon, up to 12 o'clock in the evening, is it possible for you to decipher and discern and establish whether this motor vehicle was ever at a dumping place?
My Lord, for sure.
That's true, yeah. We have to have that exercise.
Excuse the court, my Lord. I think on behalf of
you
our
wanted
court,
to
I'm just on this point, my lord, because I can see it's getting to be a very contestable point. I've requested my colleagues because it has got to do with accused number 2.
No, fine.
So they are requesting an indulgence just to have a word or two with him.
No, fine. No, but this gentleman is an expert. He's here to assist the court.
Yes, man.
Right. If he can do what I think he says he can do,
yes,
why can't he assist us?
As it is a court. They are,
Mr. Ngomar, are you with me?
They are quickly consulting with Mr. Ntanzi, my lord. The primary figure in this whole
quite.
Act 1 situation.
Right.
There seems to be a request that we should be making. My colleagues say they also want to take a point or two on the basis of what this witness testified about.
We all are here to learn.
So we suggesting that we probably might have an adjournment. We should request an adjournment, my lord, as I hereby do, probably for 15 minutes for consultation, if that will not prejudice the state, my lord.
Mr. Balawi?
As a court, please, my lord, no problem. If we just be in mind, this witness is not available tomorrow, my lord.
You're not available tomorrow the whole day?
My lord, I'm going to Sandton in the morning, so I've got a meeting scheduled till 12 there, so another hour. So at best, after 1 o'clock, and that's if everything goes. We have a bit of a dispute to resolve.
So you want us to adjourn for 15 minutes?
Yes, my lord.
Okay, let's adjourn for 15 minutes.